Hey guys, what is up? Hope y'all are doing good today. Guys, I'm going to talk today about everybody's favorite topic when it comes to nutrition and athletic nutrition, the almighty cheat meal. We got to clear up a few things about cheat meals, what they're supposed to be versus what they actually are. And we got to figure out a way to do this in a way that's going to actually serve the purpose that cheat meals are for. You've all seen like the Instagram pictures or Instagram or Facebook feeds of guys like The Rock with like some picture with him sitting there with a 3-foot tall stack of pancakes, and then it's like, I'm gonna wash this down later with 4 pizzas. That, and maybe probably after that they're gonna get dessert of 7 gallons of ice cream. And all that is fine for some people. Listen, if you have the ridiculous metabolism and you're doing 3 or 4 2-hour workout sessions because literally that's what you do all day, listen, you may be able to absorb that, especially if you're eating super clean. Maybe you're like super low carb all throughout the week. Your body is going to need that. Listen, I've trained people getting ready for triathlons or marathons, or I've trained guys getting ready for college pro days and stuff. I've trained just other people who are trying to just look a different way. And I've seen it over and over. Guys sit there and stagnate. Gals sit there and stagnate. They stop losing weight. They stop making progress. I tell them, go eat a burger. Go have 2 pieces of pizza. And all of a sudden, they're like, wow, I have so much more energy. I feel so much better. I'm ready to go back to the gym now. Oh my gosh, I look better today. Oh my gosh, my workout was 100 times better today. Well, you've been eating 80 grams of carbs a day, when your body really probably should have like 200, 250, and of course you're going to feel better. And of course your next 2 or 3 days of workouts are going to be better because you've had those carbs to flush that glycogen in because you had some pizza or you had a burger. But I'm going to give you 3 ideas, 3 tips to let's learn how to use cheat meals the right way. So number 1, this is kind of the most important one. Remember, we're talking about a cheat meal. We're not talking about a cheat day. We're not talking about a cheat weekend or a cheat week or a cheat month or a cheat quarter of the year. We are talking exactly about a cheat meal. I've had so many people who sit there when I'm training them and they're like, I'll sit there and I'll write out their nutrition for the week and I'm like, all right, Saturday I'll put cheat meal down. And all of a sudden, Thursday, they're like, I'm so excited. It's Saturday's cheat day. I'm like, what are you talking about? Saturday, you get a cheat meal. We have to lay it out for them. It's a cheat meal. This, like cheating on your diet like this, it serves a purpose. It serves a ton of purposes. We're going to talk about them with number 2 and number 3. But if we sit there and just throw caution to the wind, you can be dieting fantastically all week, all month long, and one cheat day or one cheat weekend, listen, it can derail everything. Now, listen, I know there's sometimes, if you're saving up and you have a cruise planned and you go on a cruise, and all of a sudden, you get the unlimited buffet on the cruise every day, and it's all inclusive, so why wouldn't you eat everything you could? Listen, I understand if you have a 2 or 3 day cruise or a 5-day cruise, if you want to go enjoy yourself, that's fine. Listen, I understand if it's like your birthday weekend, and you're going to be going to your parents and having dinner with them, and going out with friends and having dinner with them, and then you're going to have cake, and that's fine. That's a 1 weekend out of a bunch. But when we sit there and plan a cheat weekend every weekend, that's a problem. So remember, it's a cheat meal. Get that in your mind. Start thinking of it as a cheat meal. And that way, when it comes down to it, you're going to enjoy the cheat meal for what it is. Number 2, a cheat meal has one of its main purposes in being for increasing the nutritional complexity of our diets. If you're sitting there and you're eating paleo or primal, you're eating, Whole 30, or you're counting macros, but you're only eating super clean whole foods, you're not eating bread or you're not eating processed stuff, yo, that's fantastic. And listen, you're going to make so many strides in the gym, in your CrossFit performance, in your strength training, in your conditioning. All of those things, you are going to make huge strides. But eventually, even if you have the best diet in the world, there are going to be small little nutritional gaps. Every single diet has those in some form or fashion. Yes, some of them may be very minute. Sometimes you just, listen, if all of your carbs are coming from vegetables and fruits and nuts, and you're not getting any carbohydrates, well, listen, your muscles are going to start to be really flat visually, and they're not going to have the same glycogen levels that they would if you eat some potatoes or some sweet potatoes or some rice. And if you're not eating those in your diet, and some people don't want those, that's fine. You may need to have a little bit of those here or there. And even if that means, oh my gosh, one weekend my cheat meal is getting a burger with an actual real bun, not a piece of lettuce, and some fries. There's nothing in this world wrong with that in some cases. And what this is going to do is it's going to get your body feeding in and getting these different nutrients. Sometimes they're your macros that you need to get bolstered up. Sometimes they're just micronutrients that you need to make sure you fill in pieces, parts with. But all the same, those are going to be the things that help your diet in so many ways, and they're going to help your performance in the gym. I've seen it over and over again. People sit there and they're feeling we've been going 10 days straight on their diet, and all of a sudden it's Thursday and we're doing a cheat meal on sometime Saturday afternoon or Saturday night, and then Monday they come in and all they did was have their one cheat meal Saturday, their one cheat meal Sunday, and Monday they come in, they've got like 10 times the energy, and they do their workouts and they're lifting heavier because they feel stronger, they're going faster. They're like, man, I was pushing through that workout and it was easy. It was much, much easier. Well, that's not because all of a sudden, miraculously over the weekend, their body was able to recover so much differently just because they laid around the house all weekend or they did something different, like body work or recovery-wise. It's because their recovery was based on their nutrition. We always forget that so much of our recovery is based in nutrition. So let's let our cheat meals serve a purpose nutritionally. Listen, if you're someone who your protein sources are chicken and fish and shrimp and eggs, and that's what you eat, well, you're going to be missing a few things that you might get from beef or from bison or something like that, from red meat that you get different nutrient profiles from. So what's wrong with having a burger over the weekend? Nothing at all. And that's going to serve a much bigger purpose than you just go in and saying, oh, well, I'm going to have some chicken, but instead of just having plain chicken, I'm going to put some barbecue sauce on it for my cheat meal. Listen, if that's what you want, that's fine. But if you want to have a real beef burger, have a real beef burger, knowing that it's going to fill in these spots and it's going to help you and serve a nutritional purpose. Number 3. Cheat meals serve one other really big purpose for most people, and that's to give our minds a break. Listen, we sit there and you diet for 10, 14, 21 days straight, and sometimes, especially when people are first starting, especially when you start getting really tired and you're like, man, I know if I ate these cookies, it would give me so much energy because 90% of them are sugar. Well, listen, those things become a mental drain. And so if we have a cheat meal, remember, if we have that cheat meal, all of a sudden that can give us just those right nutrients, just that right little bit of taste, little bit of something different to make our minds calm down and make us like, ooh, I had something really good. I had something really delicious. Now I'm cool going back to eating salads with chicken and salads with shrimp on them for one of my meals. I'm good going back to eating just eggs and a little bit of oatmeal for breakfast or something like that. I'm good with those things now because my mind had a little bit of a break. So let your mind have a break. Let your mind kind of relax a little, have a meal. Don't get to where you regret it. Some people, we get to where our minds are like, oh, I'm having a cheat meal. this is going to be bad. I shouldn't really be doing this, but this is my cheat meal. My trainer, my coach said I'm supposed to have this. And we kind of like trick ourselves into thinking it's a bad thing. No, it's not. It's perfectly fine. Your body needs it. So let's let our mind relax. Let's let our mind tell us that we can enjoy it. Let's let it serve a nutritional purpose, but let's keep it under wrap. Keep it to a cheat meal, not a cheat month, y'all. And let's make some gains in the gym. Let's keep getting better, and let's use a cheat meal as a tool to do that. Y'all, I hope that helps. Hope that gives you a little bit of clarity on cheat meals, how we can use them, and how we can be successful with them. Guys, hit that like button down below. Subscribe to see all of Grindwork Fitness newest content as we get it out. Guys, I hope y'all have a great day. See y'all next time.